Today is a super exciting video because I am celebrating my 1-year anniversary on YouTube and I'm doing my first ever giveaway. So, two really big things in one today. I alluded to this in some of my videos previously over the past few weeks, but today is the first giveaway because I am celebrating. And when we get further into the video, I will explain how to enter and what you'll be getting if you win. But first, I'm going to bring you through my experience on YouTube in the past year, what I've learned, what I recommend, things to watch out for, things you should know if you're interested in starting your own YouTube channel or if you're just interested in general. But without further ado, let's get into the actual video. When people say that YouTube is the long game, they really mean it. I've been on YouTube for a year now and I have around 300 followers. I push out a lot of content, so I try to do at least one short per day and 2 long form videos per week, 8 to 20 minutes-ish for the long form videos, and the shorts are usually anywhere from 30 seconds to a minute. That's a lot of content. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of time to film, to edit, to think of video ideas that will be interesting. Some things I shoot and they're not even entertaining, so I don't even post it. So it's not even like every piece of content you make is going to be fantastic, because there definitely are ones that just aren't worth posting sometimes. And I think that people don't realize how much time actually goes into creating the content, editing the content. And I myself come from a production background. I used to be a producer, shooter, and editor in my daily life. Before COVID, I worked in sports entertainment, and unfortunately during COVID, a lot of that ended because it just wasn't happening anymore. Sporting events were not happening, and therefore I had a lot of extra time on my hands, and that's when I started my YouTube channel. Also, weird note that like my 2 favorite things, like my 2 passions in the world, are makeup and sports. I feel like they're such oxymorons, but not really, because there are so many people that also love makeup, that love sports, and vice versa. No matter what your interests are, no matter where you think you fit in, like what you like. I am not ashamed to tell my sports people that I like makeup and beauty, and I'm not afraid to tell my beauty and makeup people that I like sports. So either way, on this channel at least, I accept you no matter who you are, what you look like, what you don't like. As long as it doesn't hurt anyone else, you do you. Anyways, that was a little tangent. Back to the amount of content and how long it takes. So I typically will film 2 videos at a time. Like I'll do my makeup and then obviously I will use that to do another video, and that overall can take me like 4 hours easily. Then when we get to the editing process, that is really where my skills are honed in, because I have all of that experience from my background and my job and what I used to do. I can literally spend days, hours, months if I wanted to editing one video. And I think you can tell in some of my videos, ones that take longer and that don't, because sometimes I'm like, okay, I really want to get this out. It's really pertinent to what's going on right now in the world, and I want to get it out sooner rather than later. So I will edit that in 4 hours. Sometimes I have videos and I edit them and they've probably taken 20 hours to edit. I think people think, oh, shooting content is so easy. You just come up with an idea, film it, and there you go. It is not as easy as it sounds. You have to get the lighting correct. That's one of the hardest things that I have been dealing with over the past year. Is I hate lighting. Even when I was in my production days, I was never fully able to figure out lighting. It's not my forte. I don't like it. Also, I am not a natural camera person. I don't know if you've been able to tell, but I definitely have to do multiple takes and say things over again because I stutter over my words, and I just never wanted to be in front of the camera in particular. I always wanted to be behind the camera, and you might even be able to see now my camera is constantly going in and out of focus. I mean, there's just so much technically behind the scenes that goes on with the lighting, the camera, the equipment, etc. And granted, you don't have to do that. Like, especially if you're first starting out or if you know nothing about it, you can just use your iPhone. But I feel like because I have the production background and I already have all the equipment, I have a higher standard for myself because I want my content to look really good. But it's different sitting in front of a camera and talking than it is being behind a camera, because I can't necessarily control what's going on with the camera right now. Like, I can't get up and look behind the viewfinder. I do have a monitor and everything, but all I can really do from my monitor is press on the screen if I go out of focus, which is happening constantly. Also, a lot of the equipment I do have is meant for sports production, and it's not meant for YouTubing or vlogging or anything. So for instance, I have a GH5 camera, which is an amazing camera for filming. It really, really is, but it doesn't have great autofocus. And you can probably see that in my videos. So I'm trying constantly to do research and overcompensate for the fact that my camera does not have great autofocus. Again, that takes time, it takes practice, and I am constantly switching the settings, trying new things, trying new lighting, trying new settings on my camera. Just know if you are getting into it and you do want to have a technical aspect to your work and your content, it takes a lot of time, especially if you're like me and you're not used to being in front of the camera. You have to do multiple takes. You have to do a lot of editing and cutting out all the ums and the pauses like I do. I just wanted to put out there that the content does take a long time to make, especially if you're editing and producing it yourself. If you don't have a camera person like me, it's a one-person band, it's a one-person setup, and it does take a while. And a lot of the time I can't get 2 videos out a week. A lot of the time I have to recycle old shorts from videos that I've already filmed and not film new ones. It happens, it's life, and I think that's part of being on YouTube is understanding that you are one human being. Creating content takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of effort, and if you don't have the time to put that out that week, or if you don't have time to create an entire long form video that week, that's okay, you know, like take a break, be easy on yourself. And I personally feel a lot of pressure to grow, and especially to get to that 1,000 mark, because that's when you can start getting monetized. And not that it's all about being monetized for me, but that would help, because eventually maybe I would be able to get better lighting or get a camera that has better focus, or just be able to buy and use products to review and actually make content on. That's another thing, is I constantly feel the pressure to buy the newest makeup item, buy the newest skincare item. And that's not even really what I started my channel for necessarily. Like, I just wanted to show you what I do for me personally and how it works for me, and not even just to try every single thing or be a makeup expert or whatever it may be, because I'm not an expert. Let me just say that right now. I'm just a normal person. And that's really why I started my YouTube channel, because I feel like I didn't see a lot of just straight up normal people making videos, and people that I could relate to and be like, oh, okay, she has hooded eyes like me, or she's not that skilled like me, or she's just trying to do her best and see what she can do and playing around and having fun like me. That's really why I started my YouTube channel. I am not a professional. I'm just someone that really likes skincare and makeup and making things look nice. I don't even know where that tangent was going, but in any case, I do feel pressure to hit at least that 1,000 mark and grow, because when you put in so much time and effort into your content, you obviously want people to actually look at it and watch it, but also being monetized would be a big help. It'd be a big milestone and goal that I personally am trying to get to, but also would help financially cover some of the costs of buying those products to review and being able to create good content. When people say that it's a long game, it really is a long game. Again, I've been doing this for a year. I have put countless hours putting content together and editing and filming and everything over the past year, and I am nowhere near 1,000 subscribers, which honestly is totally fine for me, especially right now, as long as people are watching my content and enjoying it. That's really all I ask. But if you think that you're gonna come on YouTube and hit 1,000 subscribers or more immediately and it's going to be super easy, I'm just warning you that for the average person, it's not like that. I mean, maybe if you go viral or you hit it big or you do some type of collab or whatever it may be, maybe you will, or maybe you'll just grow faster than I did. I don't know. But I'm just telling you my personal experience, and that it is really, really slow going. And sometimes I go check out other people's channels and I'll be like, how do you have so many followers? You don't have any videos. And they'll have more followers than I do, or more subscribers than I do, and I'm like, how is that possible? But just know, if you're looking to get into YouTube, it takes a long time, if ever, to be successful. But also, when you're watching your favorite YouTubers, even when you have no interest in doing it yourself, just appreciate and know how much time and effort that person actually put into that content, because it does take a long time. I don't think people really realize how long it actually takes to make a fully formed, edited, and nicely produced piece together. I also just wouldn't start a channel or get started with YouTube if you aren't going to be able to put in that constant effort. If you're just getting into it to get money, or to get 1,000 subscribers or more, or to go viral, or to be famous, for most people that doesn't happen. And yes, like, I would love to have 1,000+ subscribers. I am trying to grow. I would love to grow and have more people see my content and enjoy it. but I'm also content with what I'm doing now, and it really brings me joy to put out a really, really well produced piece of content. And right now, that's what I'm focused on. If that's not you, if you are just in it to make money or to get AdSense money or whatever it may be, and it's just around monetization, I wouldn't necessarily start a YouTube channel, because you could be working for a really, really long time, just never hit that 1,000 subscriber number. I did mention a little bit before, I do feel pressure to buy the newest item, to order the newest skincare and the newest makeup so that I can keep up with the trends on YouTube and review things like I see other reviewers doing. And I just want to put it out there that that's not necessarily what you have to do. Especially as of late, I've really slowed down my purchasing because I have all this makeup and it's just not possible for me to use all of it. I have so much skincare, I don't even know what to do with it. This is all self-funded. I don't have anyone funding me. I don't have PR, nothing like that. So when you are self-funded and you're buying everything yourself, it gets expensive really, really quickly, especially if you're shopping at Sephora. Like, please, I walk into Sephora and just to breathe, it's a $500 now. So it is very expensive. And if you are looking to get started on YouTube, or you're in a similar position to me, or even if you're not and you just feel like there's this constant pressure to buy, and you have to buy everything new and try everything new, and you see everyone recommending things and you're like, oh, I need to try that. You don't need to. We don't need 8 foundations. We don't need 20 palettes. We don't need 3 eye creams that we're using at once. Like, slow it down. And if you feel the pressure to buy, just think, why am I actually buying this? Is it because I want to keep up and know what everyone's talking about, or because I actually want or need it? You want to buy all that stuff, good for you. Go ahead, you do you, you buy whatever you want. I just noticed that I myself was buying a lot of things that I didn't need, and I would just have tons and tons of stuff that I really need to go through before I buy more. And of course, there are staple items, like I need more concealer, I need more blush. Like, there are staple items that I do need and that I will purchase, but I am not going to be clamoring to get every single new release because it's just so much. There's so much makeup, there's so much skincare, there's so much stuff in the world that you can buy. And just because you don't buy it doesn't mean you're less cool or you're less successful or whatever it may be. That's just my 2 cents. Because again, if you are starting your own YouTube channel, or if you're just heavily influenced by YouTube and you see all of your favorite YouTubers recommending a product, it can get really, really pricey. And I just am warning people, because you don't want to end up like I do and have, 5 drawers back there full of makeup and skincare that's going to take years to go through. And granted, like, I love makeup, I love skincare, and I love trying new things. So I probably do buy more than the average person does. It's not like I have an insane amount of makeup. Like, I'd say I have much less than the average YouTuber, but more than the average person. But even so, it's just something that I have recognized in the past few months, that I'm like, just because something new is launching does not mean that I have to buy it. So that is something else that I have recently learned. I just recommend really thinking about why you're purchasing what you're purchasing. Like, I'm still going to buy things. I'm still going to try new products. I'm just not going to go as crazy as I was, especially if I already have something. I'm just not going to buy more until I use up that particular product. And that's fine. If you are that person and you do want to do that, that's fine. You be you. Again, be careful, especially when you're self-funded and people aren't sending you PR and you're not getting paid for this, because it can get really pricey really quickly, and you don't want to go broke just because you're trying to start a YouTube channel. The next thing that I have learned in the past year, so I do obviously have a lot of camera equipment because that's what I was doing for work. So I have cameras, I have lighting equipment, I have mics, I have everything you need to start a YouTube channel. However, I do not recommend going out and buying fancy equipment, especially if you don't know how to use it. So you can have the fanciest equipment in the world, but if you don't know how to use it, it's not going to do you any good. iPhones these days have amazing quality. I see people shoot videos on their iPhones that look better than my professional grade camera. So you definitely don't need to go out and spend a ton of money to get started on YouTube. If I had any recommendation, it would be just get started and then deal with that stuff later. Like, get started, get experience under your belt, start your YouTube channel, learn, grow, and then go buy equipment. I would not start off out of the gate buying equipment because, again, you can go broke really quickly. Nice high-end cameras are really, really pricey. They can range anywhere from like $1,000 to $2,000 to $3,000, and that's just for the camera. That doesn't even count the lens, the lighting equipment, the microphones. Some lavalier microphones, which are like this, ones that you can like clip on, to your clothing. Nice equipment like that, like one lavalier can cost $700. That's pricey. And the biggest thing I can recommend is wait until you're actually making money to spend money on things specifically for your YouTube channel. So like I just bought an eyeshadow palette, right? Like I wanted that eyeshadow palette whether I had a YouTube channel or not. I wouldn't buy something just because I have a YouTube channel. That's the difference. And if you're gonna buy things just for your YouTube channel, make sure you're actually getting in return on that investment. Because maybe it'll be something where you're thinking, oh, in 2 years when I have 20,000 subscribers, I'll get that money back that I spent on the camera and they'll watch my content now because I have better quality. But you don't know what's gonna happen in 2 years. You don't know if you're gonna hit that number. You don't know if there's gonna be AdSense or if that'll still be a thing in 2 years. You don't know that you'll ever hit the number you need to make money or whatever it may be, or even if you'll make enough money to cover the cost of the equipment. So I definitely don't think that you need fancy equipment to make YouTube videos. I don't think you need that to grow or to be successful. And just be really conscious about the amount of money you're investing in your YouTube channel, because that doesn't necessarily always correlate to better results and more subscribers and more money. What I've also learned on YouTube is the best part of YouTube is being involved in the community, whether it's another beauty channel or just something else that I've been watching. Again, I really like sports, so I watch a lot of sports on YouTube. I follow a lot of people that do camera recommendations and reviews and production design and things like that. Doesn't matter what the community is, I just love being involved in the YouTube community. Everyone within the community that posts and makes videos and has an account, commenting and liking and giving their opinion and everything. Every instance I've had of talking to someone that is on YouTube regularly and in the YouTube community has been amazing. Everyone that I have met or talked to or Instagrammed with or whatever it may be over the past year that is really involved in YouTube has been so kind and so nice. It doesn't matter what genre they make their videos in, whether we're direct competitors or not. They've all been so kind to me, commenting on my videos. And I, in turn, also do that to other people. You know, I love to comment on other videos and say, your look looks amazing, or this is such a great video, or I love what you did here, whatever it may be. Or even things like, I like your thumbnail, you know, like your thumbnail was super catchy. I really like it. Talking to people, getting involved, and I love commenting and creating those bonds and those relationships with other people, whether they have a channel or whether they are just on for fun. You know, like I have some followers who routinely comment on my videos and, you know, I think of them as like friends now, you know, or when someone else that I met because they commented on my video and now I follow them also and they upload a really killer video and I go look at it and I'm like, oh wow, this is really awesome. I love commenting on it and giving them that praise and showing them that love as well. So overall, the community has just been really, really positive towards me in the past year. People that are really involved in YouTube, whether that's having their own channel or not. The negative comments and the quote unquote mean comments, granted, I don't have that many because I'm not very big yet and not many people watch my videos. But for now, the mean and the negative comments really come from people that are really one-off viewers. They do get to me. I read every single comment I get. I like to respond and like it and reply and whatever it may be. So the mean comments do hurt me. I know in time, if I grow, I am going to have to get used to that because people are mean on the internet and hopefully I will get to that point. But even so, when that mean comment comes or people comment on your appearance or that you don't look good, it does hurt. So obviously I never recommend spewing hate. Like I would always recommend not saying something on someone's YouTube channel or on any social media platform that you wouldn't to someone's face in person. Overall, it's been such a pleasant experience learning and growing and talking to everyone in the YouTube community that I have over the past year. I appreciate all of your support, all of your help, all of everything that you have done for me. I appreciate your videos and learning from you as well. And I just wanted to put that out there that by far the best part of the experience for this past year has really been being ingrained in the YouTube community. Now that I've ranted and raved for probably like an hour, I do want to talk about the actual giveaway. So again, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I'm doing a giveaway to celebrate this 1 year anniversary. And I mentioned this in some videos over the past couple weeks, but I'm going to be giving away the 16 pan Beauty Bay Midnight night palette along with some other things. So the palette is definitely the star of the show, but I'm also giving away some brushes, some other items. So if you are interested in joining the giveaway, there are a few things you have to do. All this will be listed below in the description box. If you want to win, you must be subscribed. That is number 1. Number 2, you must leave a comment down below. Number 3, you must like this video. Number 4, you have to leave me some way to contact you. So leave me your Instagram handle, leave me your email, either one, so I can contact you if you win. If you cannot be contacted, you therefore cannot win because I have no way to get you the items. So make sure you comment some way to get a hold of you, whether that be your email or your Instagram handle where I can DM you. This giveaway will be open from April 21st to May 21st. I am keeping it open for an entire month so people have time to watch the video and enter. And I will announce who won the giveaway. I'm not really sure where yet, maybe on here, maybe on TikTok, maybe on Twitter, I don't really know. I will post it somewhere though, so you guys know that someone won and someone did get the big grand prize, but fingers crossed and good luck to everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate everyone's support over the past year, whether you've commented or just watched or given me any words of encouragement or liked my video or whatever it may be. I just thank you so much for everything over the past year. I've loved meeting and chatting with so many of you, whether it be someone that has a channel or someone that doesn't matter. Just getting to know people and chatting about our experiences and makeup and everything in life has been so fantastic, and I cannot thank you enough. There's too many more years on YouTube, and don't forget to subscribe, like this video, comment down below, and don't forget to enter the giveaway so that you can win a 16 pan eyeshadow palette from Beauty Bay along with some other things. And I'll see you in my next video.